Me.
Śmiejesz.
Oh, a lot of comments already. Miss you guys since it's
Sean Aiken. What's up?
yeah. Oh, we had a blast with Troy back. So he was the first guy that actually the first guy from community that reached us.
Yeah.
Came to Vegas, picked us up in the lobby,
Yeah.
and then we went for a nice time. So Troy is definitely one of the biggest companions of Orqa, let me put it that way. So we have 2 more minutes to officially start a Q&A. So I don't know, make a coffee, go grab a beer, whatever is your preference.
Aha, pa dobro misli da sam išao ovak redom, ali ja, možeš. Hoćemo prvo ove, pa onda ove.
Smo već lako.
Kakav nam zvuk?
Nemam ček čuti, ono, mogu uključiti na laptopu pa čuti, ali...
Who won on Sunday?
Oh, I'm gonna follow up on that. In the back of the room there, you are getting greetings. Huh? You're getting greetings during the Q&A. Michael says hi. Cool. Mike. You just say hi. You just say hi.
Pa on, vjerojatno se čujemo, niko nešto ne komentira, on tamo.
Hello, you back on the Sunday. Okay. Let us start this Q&A session. Hi everyone, it's Monday and it's raining in Osijek today. Today with us we have Vlatko, together with Srđan in the back. Vlatko is CTO of Orqa, and he will be taking your questions, and we will follow up on some previous questions, and hopefully you will learn more about Orqa and what we do during this Q&A session. So maybe Vlatko, if you start by briefly telling who you are, how young are you, and what were you doing before doing Orqa?
Yeah, okay. So I'm one of the 3 co-founders and currently CTO at Orqa. I'm the youngest of the team, but I look the oldest because the other guys really drink a lot. Actually, I'm the oldest one.
Yeah.
To be honest. What should I say?
No. Like, do you have any proper education, or you just?
No. I just came from the street, and yeah. But it's basically, I was the.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been in the hobby for 20 years or so. Even before the FPV, I was flying the RC planes, and I was even racing RC cars.
I guess that's how you actually entered the electronics world.
Yeah, actually, exactly. And during the years, I've been working on many different projects in different areas. And 2 years ago, who's that?
Philip is learning English.
How old am I? Oh yeah, he's not in pain, I guess, anymore. 2 years ago, when I showed Srđan the FPV, we had a couple of really tiny drones, like tiny whoops, and he was buying his first goggles, and of course he was a bit disappointed with what he got for the money. He got second-hand old goggles, and yeah, we said, let's take them apart. Let's see. There must be a way that we can do it better and cheaper. And soon enough, we actually realized, yeah, we can perhaps do it better, cheaper, not so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how the Orqa story started.
Good. So fast forward 2.5 years now, and we are, I'd say, weeks away from launching the production and the sales of Orqa FPV1. And yeah, there are a lot of questions about the price, sales channels, and others. But since this is a CTO of the company, I would like us to focus more on answering some of the interesting technical questions that we have. So maybe if I kind of interrogate you about a couple of questions that we have on Facebook and Instagram. So there was Alex from Facebook. So he was asking about how do you test the MTBF?
Meantime between failure, that's the thing that we're gonna do empirically. Once we have enough sets out in the field, we're gonna use the statistical methods to test the MTBF. Right now, because we still don't have volume production, we cannot do that. But that's something that we will do for sure.
Sure. Just to jump in on Troy's question, so we expect the first units to resellers early fall, but we will have a special sales channel for our biggest fans. So we're preparing something very interesting for mid this year, and that will be official launch of Orqa sales. So this one is interesting. Like, how hackable is the goggle going to be? And do you have anything you'd like to encourage specifically?
Well, I'd say it depends how good a hacker you are. But I guess these goggles are gonna give the opportunity to the people who are who can call themselves hackers to really try to make maybe some kind of modules which will work with goggles, because we do have the secondary receiver bay, which also has some data lines in there. So we are still deciding on what we are gonna enable for the users to play with.
Sure. So a question about inputs or outputs can we expect? Well, most of it you can find on the website.
Yeah, we can go run through that quickly. HDMI input.
You have them there. Don't take it. Stay there.
Okay. HDMI input, composite video input, audio out, stereo for the stereo headphones. Microphone input. That one is gonna be cool. What else? We have the receiver bay for the standard video receivers. We have head tracker is going to be actually integrated in the main board, and we will have the head tracker output. What else? We have the, if you can call that input output, that's SD card. I guess that's it.
So there's a question from Troy. Troy, you're asking a lot of questions, but let's give him. So
will you have wireless download for DVR?
Let's give him a nod, but not an answer. Okay. So let's move to Brendan Lardner. So I was also wondering how the support would work if anyone were to break the goggles or if they happen to malfunction.
Don't break the goggles.
Yeah, that's the first rule. But we will take care of all
standard warranty and service support that you can expect from any company selling hardware. We will have service points around the world for different markets. For some maybe special cases, we will take the goggles back here and we will either repair them or just replace them. Depends on what happened with them.
So there was one question, do we have a parrot? Yes, I once had a parrot, but it died eventually, so... Okay, I like this one. What is your team's favorite beer brand? Whatever you send.
We will drink all that you can send. Let's say,
Yeah.
let's say it like that.
Yeah. So let's see what else. Will there be any spare parts available if needed?
Yeah, sure. Although I cannot imagine what the spare part would be needed as something that will wear out or something. Maybe custom foams for the faceplate or the straps, the elastic straps or something like that. Everything else should be, if needed, repaired by us or by the authorized service point.
Sure. Michael is asking questions. Will you utilize the LiPo or LiAmp for internal power or only external pass?
LiPo. Can I show some?
Yeah. This is kind of an exclusive, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So let me see what else. What is this technical support plan?
All those damn chairs if you haven't repaired. Good one.
So what kind of resolutions?
We're talking about 19.9. What's that?
No, it's 69. You mean?
Okay. Yeah. Well, the micro displays are 1260 by 1280 by 960, which is natively 4x3, but we can you can also put them in the white screen, like 16:9 aspect.
Yeah.
What's gonna
Aspect ratio.
Yeah. You can do both.
I think you covered the question. So, what are the plans for this? This is a good question. I think Vlatko is a great great guy to answer that one. So, what are the plans for the team after the goggles are delivered? Any other project the team has been wanting to explore? So let me rephrase the question.
Okay.
So, what do we do after we finish with FPV1? Is there FPV2, FPV3, or some other ones?
Okay, so we have our tech roadmap, which we're gonna follow. What I can say for now is that we're gonna have FPV Pro, which is gonna be the goggles aimed for the professional users. I don't believe that those are gonna be very interesting for our FPV pilots, although someone might use them as well. But we are also thinking about releasing a cheaper version of Orqa goggles in order to cover that part of the market as well. We'll see how things are going to develop these when we release them.
Sure.
But make no mistake, this is not the only product that we are working on.
Yeah, and from my point of view, and so most of us in the company are engineers, either by education or by profession. And what I can say as someone who is a lead engineer in this office is there's a huge amount of know-how that was produced inside of this team around engineering and designing headsets, which is far from trivial. And in addition, we are working a lot on transmission end of it, and hopefully we will find a way to apply this know-how on upcoming products that we expect to have. But the question that I asked Edith the last time we had a Q&A session, it was 8-9 days ago, and together with her and a few other people, you took the biggest part of this project activities and management around it. So, in your opinion, what was the single most challenging part or piece of the goggles that you are most proud of, that you would do differently? Can you tell me more about biggest challenges you had with specific parts?
It would,
in pieces?
for me, it would be really, really difficult to say what would be the single most difficult because there were many. Whether you start looking at the electronics or to the plastics or internal mechanics of the goggles, optics as well. Some of these areas were new to us, like the optics, but we found really, really awesome engineers who helped us design the optics, and that actually, that was my biggest concern at the beginning, but it turned out that that wasn't so painful for us.
Yeah.
What's right now, what I would maybe say that the most demanding was the bringing that low poly stealthy design to the molds, because anyone who has ever tries to manufacture something by injection molding will know that the best is to have the two-piece mold, which opens in just one direction.
Yeah.
This is not the case with these goggles, and the first time when we finished the design, the tool makers actually told us that the molds were supposed to be like the 7-direction molds, which was really ridiculous. And in the last couple of months, we've been optimizing the shape and the features on the goggles so that they are being made in such a way that they are moldable. And I would say that took us really a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But also the electronics and the firmware for the goggles, for all that, to put that all to work together, that's all really, really demanding.
But yeah, also what I find interesting is that most of the people that work in our company, it's their first job in most cases, and not just the first job, but their first ever serious project is actually what we are doing right now.
Yeah.
We are talking about people that have 24, 25
yeah, some of these guys were really, what I would say, thrown into fire, but I mean, when are you gonna learn if you're not doing really demanding stuff? But of course, we have a couple of senior engineers who help us with the most difficult details and so on. But
so Martin has a question that I would like to answer again. So yeah, we're making FPV headsets. We're working on transmission, and we don't say that. But yeah, headset, transmission, and then the third part of FPV stack are the stuff that we are working on now. But we have done. Maybe we can show a lab timer that we did.
Well, yeah. You can bring it. That's something that
was like a project in spare time.
That's something that's not going to be very commercial, but we just wanted to have our own hardware for that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is the lap timer. That's
actually there's a drone race.
Yeah,
it's happening
in 2 weeks. No, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No, yeah, 2 weeks from now we'll have the drone race here in Osijek, and we're gonna test these for the first time in the real race. We've been testing that around flying around here, but we're gonna. Reading this comment here. Mr. Cockle, yeah.
Mr. Cockwell or Rockwell?
I think it's Cockle.
Cockwell.
Okay. So what's next?
Yeah. Let's see what do we have here. So what information does the radio receiver give to the goggles? Secret information.
Secret information. Top secret.
Top secret.
We cannot tell you what information the receiver gives to the goggles.
So can the firmware
be made open source such that we can mod, improve, customize it? I would say some parts of the firmware will be, we will try to make it as open as it makes really sense. If we open it completely, be sure you're gonna, someone's gonna break the goggles and, what's that? Oh, okay.
Okay.
We have some really annoying engineer there. He's just telling us it's not going to be able to do. You're not going to be able to do any like the open source modifications.
I'm going to make him do it.
Yeah.
Yes, he said. Bring me advice.
Shut up. Shut up.
So. Yeah.
What
the
else?
rest of the question. I'm looking for pages.
Yeah, here's the interesting one. Have you done or will you do any sort of environmental testing, maximum and minimum operation temperatures? Any sort of drop testing, durability or cycle testing? That's a good question. We will have to do that because there was one question that came too many times, are they going to be different colors of the goggles or will you only have the black ones? And most of the people are concerned how the black plastic is going to perform on the bright sunlight, is that going to get too hot and so on. So I mean here in Croatia we have really extreme temperatures in the winter and in the summer. In the winter it can get to -20 sometimes Celsius. And in the summer it can get up to even plus 35 or so. So we have been testing them around the year, and I haven't seen any difficulties. But of course, I don't believe anyone's gonna be out there when it's really freezing cold, flying or just standing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's gonna be. I really think we have to see how it's gonna perform.
Sure.
For what I can say, I tell you now that the electronics right now are pretty cold. Everything's really cool to touch. Nothing gets hot. We do have a really tiny fan. But
should we show the fan?
Yeah.
How big is it?
You get it. The fan is here only to make the air circulate around the optics and close to the eyes to stop the fogging. But we actually really don't need any kind of the fans to cool the electronics because everything really works on a room temperature.
No.
What do you get?
Actually, the fan is so small I can't find
I
it.
think on the last table there.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh,
There, over there.
over there?
Yeah. To the left. To the left.
To the left?
On the table.
No. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I told you.
So, yeah. This is the vent size.
It's really tiny.
It's really
But
tiny.
it's pretty efficient. I can tell you.
We built a special channels for the ventilation, so this is why we were able to use ventilator of this size. Soft mount internal parts is of consideration. Soft mount internal parts.
Yeah, that's not the consideration we've had because actually the goggles are pretty packed inside.
Yeah.
And there is no way that we can do much soft mounting or whatever. We've been having a hard time to pack everything inside. What else? What do we have? Do we have anything else here? Yeah, this one's good. Any neat trick you think these goggles can pull off or paired, however you like to see it adopted? Okay, I don't see any paired hardware right now, but really neat trick is gonna be the wireless transmission of the DVR footage. We are also working on the app which you will use to actually send the files directly from the goggles to your phone without needing to take out the SD card.
Yeah,
I think that one's really cool.
Yeah, and actually this feature came from us listening to you guys. It's not it was really
that's something that came from the community.
Yeah.
People actually suggested that, asking whether is it possible to do that.
Sure. And of course it's not the only thing that
Can I say one more?
Yeah, sure.
Really cool thing. I think cool thing is the sensor on the goggles, which will actually detect when you take the goggles off your head and put the goggles to the standby, and that way you will save the battery and also save the micro displays from working when it's not needed.
Yeah.
I believe that's one of the really cool things.
Yeah, so Michael is asking about carrying case. Yeah, it's already a bunch of them sitting. So it's a hard case.
It's a hard case, really nice.
With the big logo.
Yeah, the amulet is actually cast metal with the epoxy filling, and we are really happy how that turned out.
Hi. Istik is a
hi.
good friend of ours.
Okay.
Good. So yeah, this is the case, and yeah. What else do we have?
We have a couple of other cool features, but maybe let's leave something to be like the surprise, not to tell everything. But I think these two are maybe my favorites. I think that's gonna be pretty cool.
You're talking about your favorite features?
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite feature is definitely a wireless transfer of the footage.
Yeah.
And the ability to share it instantly from your phone or to slightly edit it.
Yeah.
That's number one. And the second one is actually, I like how our fan on-off button look like. I don't know, it glows in the dark and it's kind of sexy. So and it has an interesting sound. So it's awesome. Yeah, we're preparing. So I think by end of this week we should receive pre-production versions of antennas. So hopefully we have some. I know that antennas are sometimes neglected as I don't know, not something that you can innovate a lot around. But we have a guy in the office who is actually a doctor in making the antennas. So we have a couple of models of antennas that are going to be quite disruptive for the market. So, but let's test it out first and let's see how it goes. But in any case, when we launch sales of Orqa FPV1, you'll be able to purchase the antennas, the new antennas as well. I'm curious about the Google strap. Okay, Michael Pollinger. Yeah, we need to. We should. Michael is a guy who is making straps. He's from Austria, I think.
Yeah, I remember.
And what we need to do is we need to send this.
Okay, we have. I mean, right now we have these are our. That's the strap, the elastic strap for the goggles. That's what I would say the standard that's going to come with goggles. But I guess
Michael should get our designer from so he can
exactly
build
We'll
straps.
we'll send it as soon as we have finalized the design, because we are still working on the ways on how the battery is going to be mounted on the strap, and as you have seen in the renderings, the strap has two tabs which are fixed internally in the goggles, and then you have the connecting plastic parts which are then connected to the elastic strap. So it's not standard strap as you would find it on other goggles. As well as these our straps are a bit wider than the standard ones, so I guess it should be pretty comfortable on the head.
Sure. Can a person use 3-point strap mount as well as 2-strap? I don't understand.
No. That is something that we have actually wanted to do before the CES. And after that, we actually found out that it's not so. Overheads.
Yeah. Okay.
We actually decided not to go with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That gave us some extra parts to be injection molded, and would leave some awkward hooks or holes on the goggles. Would make the strap more complicated, and we really believe that these goggles are light enough, so you don't need the overhead strap.
There was a question, when do we go out? Very soon, my man. So mid this year, you'll be able to buy your goggles. So in a very short period of time, you'll be able to. I know that Vlatko is also making.
Anyone who will be interested in that will be able to.
Yeah.
We're just gonna open that.
Ben with his, he's driving both.
I've seen the red one, Rabbit.
Good one.
I've seen that.
Great guy. So yes, what else do we have to cover? Don't need the overhead because it's not that heavy. Yeah, exactly. Okay. No, we don't discuss 5G stuff.
Not yet.
So we basically went through all the questions you guys asked us under the comment section prior to this Q&A. If there's any other questions you might have, feel free to write it in the comments. Vlatko and I will stay here for a couple of more minutes to answer all your questions. In the meantime, can you tell me more about? Can you tell our community more about what kind of tools? What tools do we have in the office?
Yeah, I mean, I believe we have pretty well equipped lab here. We have let me go like that. We have the laser cutter. We have the CNC machine. We have two 3D printers. We have the drill press. We have the vise. What else? So here are our computers and stuff. There are more computers. There is the electronics lab. We have some oscilloscopes, measuring equipment for antennas, for RF.
Yeah.
We have really good soldering stations by JVC.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of that.
You know what we should do? I like the way how it sounds when you describe equipment that we have. I think we should do one equipment tour of the office.
Yeah, we can do it maybe next week or a week after.
What do you guys say if we for next week or?
Hey Troy.
Yeah. What do you guys say if let's have this tour around our equipment in the office and what we were using for the prototyping. What source microcomputer controller is on?
That is secret. It's gonna be lasered, so you're not gonna be able to find out. Anyways. I think people like the idea of the equipment tour, and I think it's gonna be cool. We have moved to this new office 2 weeks ago, and now it's much spacious. More comfy. Now we have, from 2 days ago, we have 17 people sitting.
7 and 3 interns, so 20.
Yeah, 20 people sitting here. And 2 years ago, it was only 3 of us when we came into our first office, and we said, "Oh, this is huge, this is big." And 2 years later, people were sitting on top of each other. So I guess this was really big step for us, the big office. It's still not completed. Maybe we'll show you more of that when we do the tour.
Yeah. So ISTIC wants to reverse engineering. You think so?
We can send you we can send you schematics and everything. So
I'll be happy to see you trying.
It's gonna be difficult to reverse engineer them. Although I believe the people who know the stuff will always find a way to reverse engineer.
Okay. Let me call that last question. So
you have the last question.
No.
That was the last one. Okay.
The last question. So, thanks a lot, guys, for listening to Vlatko and everything he has to say and tell you about how we were building Orqa FPV1 and future stuff that we're going to do. So, see you this week, probably on Friday. Dominic,
who's next?
Yeah, let's have it as a surprise.
I'm looking forward to do that shop tour around. Maybe not the next live, but
maybe we can do that on Friday. So maybe everyone should present machine that he's working on. Let's find a way.
Okay, we'll do the tour. Anyways, so I think it's gonna be cool.
Okay, so once again, guys, greetings from Croatia. Bye. Thanks for following. Bye bye.